All right, good evening, guys. So what I want to show you guys is a emergency digital retailing plan that we've kind of been discussing over the week, and that we've thrown together, not thrown together, but put together today. And I'd like to get your feedback, guys, on some of what I'm going to present before this kind of goes to everybody. Um, so just to kick us off here a little bit, calling this options for emergency digital retailing. So you guys know we've got a pilot with Roadster. Um, Roadster at this time is not an immediate option because for the brands that they work with, Audi, Toyota, Hyundai, they're about 3 weeks to build out. Lexus, VW, Mercedes-Benz, Subaru, Honda, Roadster does not work with in Canada right now. So they are about 3 to 4 months to build that out. Uh, so what we are going to go through is what we're going to call Wayne's at-home services. And with a combination of VDP overlays, hero images, changes to our call to actions on our SRPs and VDPs, we could offer and promote at-home services to our dealerships like at-home test drives, at-home trade appraisals, over-the-phone deposits, vehicle holds, contract signing, maybe, I got that one in red, and potentially service pickup and drop-offs too. What we'd like to do is host this on the Wayne's Canada page. So if this is on the Wayne's Canada page, this kind of means every dealer has to play ball here, and every dealer kind of has to agree to what are the actions we're going to provide to people at home. The reason why I want to do it on the Wayne's Canada site is that if we do this on the Wayne's Canada site versus doing this on 14 dealer sites and with 14 assets for creative and for display campaigns and VDPs and SRPs, it turns our production time from like, maybe we could be live on Tuesday of next week versus live 2 weeks, right? We just increase that production time by 14 stores. So on the Wayne's Canada homepage, we'd have a hero image like this offering the Wayne's at Home services and a list of what it is that we're offering. The Learn More button here would take them to a Learn More about Wayne's at Home services. Each dealer site would also feature this hero image as well, which would redirect them to the Wayne's at Home services page on the Wayne's Canada group page. This is just a simple wireframe of what the Learn More page could look like. So we'd have like a similar graphic to what we saw on the hero image there, copy about COVID-19 and at-home services, the why of this, list those services, give people an explanation of how this is going to work. So, basically you go to your inventory, you pick an at-home quote, an at-home test drive, at-home trade appraisal, something like that. That's going to go to a CEC team. We're going to coordinate this all with you over phone or over email. And on here, we provide CTAs. So here, this would be a link that would take them right to the new car inventory for the entire group. Same for used car. Here, this could link people to the book a service page for everybody through the group site as well. And then here, some CTAs for some general at-home service questions. So if maybe somebody isn't comfortable going through these click paths, there's just like they can just call or they can just email us and we'll kind of deal with them. On the SRP, what we could do is override the call to actions we have for each piece of inventory to say something like at-home quote, at-home trade-in, at-home test drive, and then do overlays on the imagery here that says something as simple as available for Wayne's at-home service and list the options here. Any of the overlays we do put on these vehicles are going to push out to Trader, Kijiji, CarGurus, etc. So we can't get too specific. I think we just need to keep it a little general, and maybe mention just that these services happen, and maybe when trader leads come in, there's a conversation about the at-home service through that platform too, because we obviously don't have control over the CTAs on the VDPs for trader or CarGurus. Yeah, this is actually, we could probably have this done pretty quickly. This could be something that could be done for probably Tuesday morning. On a VDP, same general idea, overriding these. And what we've got here for new, we could absolutely have ready for use as well. Please don't mind the terrible graphics; those will look better. We could leverage the existing budgets we currently have for search display, Facebook advertising to promote at-home services. While this is all going on, just examples here of like some terrible looking Facebook ads and display ads that would end up looking much better when we actually develop some more creative for this. In terms of CEC lead management, since all the inventory CTAs on the group site will be promoting the at-home versions of the CTAs, any leads that come into the CEC department, they can assume that those leads are going to be at-home service leads, and they could identify a Wayne's Canada group site lead because it'll say right in that lead, this came from the waynescanada.com site. So that's how the CEC could kind of know, okay, I want to talk to this customer about at-home services. Last slide here, and these are options we have for actions we could let customers take and that we could facilitate. So this is where I need the stores to kind of agree on what it is we're going to offer. Otherwise, this kind of all falls apart. At-home test drive, pretty straightforward. CEC receives the lead from the Wayne's Canada site. CEC coordinates at-home test drive with customer and with the store. I think we're not going to see a huge amount of requests come in. So it's probably a pretty good time to pilot something like this anyways. If we were doing this during a regular time in the world, scheduling test drives like this would be probably pretty difficult, but I don't think we're going to have volume issues. So I don't know. That one doesn't concern me too much. At-home trade appraisals, that one gets a little bit more complicated because here we could think about trying to do this with forms and the customer sending pictures, something we could have Daniel help develop with us. Maybe we could do like a PDF, like an editable PDF you could send to the customers. We could also think about building out a HubSpot form that could accomplish a lot of this too. The other option is like if we absolutely want to have somebody there to do the appraisal is like, can we send a used car manager or somebody who is capable of doing those appraisals to the person's home at that time? So again, that's something we kind of have to figure out as a group. As a group, we could simply offer it, but each store could maybe handle that one a little bit different. Maybe the form is just something that, the PA coordinates sending to that customer, for example. At-home deposits, Bob, you and I were talking about this one for the last week or so too. We could appoint maybe an at-home deposit admin for each store. The PEA could be the one to collect the credit card information from the customer, pass that to the admin, or maybe the admin deals with the customer directly. And yeah, put a $500 deposit on that car. At-home credit approval, I believe this could be done all over the phone. Email the customers digital PDFs to fill out. We could do that as well, editable PDFs that they could send, customers could send back. Again, work with IT maybe to make sure we have an absolutely secure channel to do that. And then at-home contracts, this is probably the one that is going to be the most difficult and complicated. But looking at the possibility of setting up a DocuSign for all dealerships, that is a legal way to get the paperwork signed according to OMVIC. The cost for DocuSign would be about $4,000 to $2,000 annual. For that, that'd be about for 42 users because they charge per head, like $10 per head basically. And I was thinking of something like you have like anywhere from 1 to 3 FSMs per division who could be responsible for the DocuSign and sending that to the customers. And like we could leverage my wife to get this set up for us. We'd need obviously we need all the sales forms from every single dealership to get this all set up. My wife does run this system for her chain of brokerages, so she is very familiar with this work. Something else I've been working on